What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Hops Geek News, your home for comic books, movies, TV shows, and typically we feature beer of the week. I'm Matt. With me, as always, is Lauren, the one who never needed to go to school. Meanwhile, I needed to go to school. And if you haven't guessed it, today we are celebrating 30 years of Billy Madison. That's unfortunately correct. Yes, the 1995 film Billy Madison, the early days of Adam Sandler, if you will. If you are younger, you might not have seen this movie. If you're older like us, then you definitely know what this movie is. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, follow at Hops Geek News anywhere you find us on social media, any podcasting platform. We tend to go into what we've been drinking, then we go into what we're reading or watching, some news, and then our main topic. So today, for the theme of Billy Madison, I'm going with Benchtop Brewing's Mega Science. Because if you know Billy Madison, it's all about school. And
Chlorophyll, more like
yes,
borophyll.
am I right? uh Making fun of children. Oh geez, man. Sonia,
I
but
did
she
the
plays
math on
Sonia.
that multiple times. I kept thinking that can't be right. 30th anniversary can't be right, and I kept doing the math, and every time it
February
checked
10th,
out. Maybe
1995.
I do need to
Oh
go back to
wow.
school because that math was hard. So
I'm
look, I
never
got
going back to school. You can. Oh, that's cool.
this is a birthday gift from Tracy that I'm playing. So shout out to Tracy. So you can like write on it and it glows. And she's like, she
Whoa,
wrote
it's like
on like the
Lila.
card, like maybe you can use this for your podcast.
That's cool.
Ooh, so I took a picture with my beer behind it. We'll see how we can have some fun with that.
All
But
right.
for I didn't
Are
have
there any
any.
nudie mags?
No, I don't have any Noonie bags. I don't even have an alcoholic beer because you can't drink in
Oh
kindergarten.
man,
But I did put a little
sure you
glue in
can.
here. I'm gonna drink it like the kindergarten
Oh
teacher,
God, that
and
can.
then put it all
Oh, I
over my
can't wait to
face.
cover all of that stuff. Yes, we'll get to there, but first things first. Let's dive into what we've been reading or watching. So we didn't do it last week because we were talking Peacemaker, so we're back this week, and I got some books, man. A couple horror books right off the bat, as we are weirdly enough back to school seasons. While we did Billy Madison on top of the 30th anniversary, but it's also going into September, and Hyde Street issue 8 is out now. Highly recommend that. It's setting up a very dark villain, I believe, Dr. Ego. And the way that Danny Meeke and Brad Anderson were drawing and coloring this issue, there's a lot of old people, and it was very like textured, very textured art in this. And I'm definitely interested to see what they're setting up with that. Event Horizon, Dark Descent, issue 1 from IDW Publishing is out now, and that's Christian Ward who's writing. And honestly, a lot of people know him for his
Ooh,
art,
is
but
he
he is
drawing too,
so
or just
no,
writing?
no, no, no. He's writing it, and he's very, I feel
Interesting.
like, under the radar as far as a writer goes,
His
because he did
art's
two things.
phenomenal, though. I feel like he should be
Oh
drawing
yeah.
it too.
Well, no, it works because if you know anything about Event Horizon, it's also a horror movie, and they go to hell essentially, right? And yeah, that might be a movie to cover if this run, because this run so far sets like they do some jump scares. They set that really unsettling tone right off the bat, which I thought was pretty rad for this run. It very very good off the bat. I did Absolute Flash. That was more. This gives us the backstory of the Rogues. So Jeff Lemire and crew, or Nick Robles, they're still doing Flash, and it gives us the backstory of the Rogues and how they all kind of come together. And Eleanor Thawne and Barry Allen. Like Barry Allen isn't quite a good guy. I don't get the vibes that he's very much a good guy. After this issue, it's very interesting to see how they set him up because he's working with the government and he kind of gives the rogues their powers. And there's some things that are a little bit weird there. And then I did the next issue of Crypto, number 3. This one's very good. Ryan North kind of takes a back seat to the art. There's not very much dialogue. However, the art tells the story more. So it's Crypto saving a little girl who's lost out in the woods. And it's very, very compelling. Really good. Like I said, it's not a
So
narratively driven issue.
has he been more well behaved than he is in the movie?
Oh yeah, Crypto. You feel bad for him. He goes in waves. Lex Luthor was kind of abusing him, and now he was off in the mountains in the woods, and
So
he saves a little
it's not
girl.
James Gunn's Crypto.
No, 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 not at all. But those are kind of what I've been reading. I did read Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe issue 2. This is what comic books are all about. Gary Dugan, holy crap. This from front to back, this issue is just nonstop chaotic action. And Godzilla destroys the bar with no name, which is where all of the villains hang out in New York City. So you got Rhino, Scorpion, the Sandman. They're all, and what's funny is not only are they like, hey, we can't get no peace, this is our only safe space, but also they're worried about their insurance and how it's not going to cover it. So pretty funny, but this whole entire issue is just nuts. And I think they're going to get ready to introduce Wolverine and crew next issue. So there's that. And then why don't you go ahead and talk about what you have read before we go into what we've been watching?
Speaking of Wolverine, so Laura Kinney Wolverine came out last week. I have not read this week's Wolverine yet. So this is already out, issue 9. I've been loving this run by Erica Schultz. In the past, I had read a Laura Kinney run, and I felt like this was targeting a more younger audience. This is, you can be younger or you can be older, and it's been a fantastic run. So many amazing team ups. Her little sister showed up in this, Gabby, and she was with Dracula's son, and together they were fighting vampires in Paris, and it kind of backfired. And now there's some magical stuff going on, which brings in other characters. So I'm really loving what she's doing with this character, and the artwork has been phenomenal. And the other one I read, Nod to Your Hat, Quick Stops Volume 3, Issue 1 is out. So fun. If you are a Kevin Smith fan, you should absolutely be picking up the Quick Stop runs.
I picked it up.
They've all been like so different. Like the first run was just an anthology of different stories. I think my favorite one was because they had a Hicks family reunion, so you got all the different Brian O'Hallorans in one story. And the second one was a very dark and tragic backstory of Mooby that was a lot more sex than I expected, and a lot more murder
I
than
remember that
expected.
one. Yep.
And so this, I think it's going to be another anthology because it looks like the next issue is about Mallrats, and this issue was about chasing Amy. So if you remember in the story, it follows the movie very much so. So you'll be like, oh, I know this story. They're just following the movie. And then you realize, no, it's the comic book that Holden makes for Alyssa.
Yeah.
It's literally taken, like the last page is like taken from the movie. So it's a fun little like it would have been something amazing to like get at the movie theater when they were doing that movie. Like when you leave, like, here you go. Like,
that would have been dope.
I mean, this movie came out 97, so it's been a while, but it's very cute. I think any Kevin Smith fan would definitely enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with the second one. So I'm very excited for that.
Actually, when I was going through my box of comics, I showed you, but I have all of like what I got. I had the trade paperback of Quiver, which is Kevin Smith's Green Arrow run, something I really love. But it turns out now I own every single individual issue, not to mention 2 issue 1s of that from Kevin Smith. And then there was also a
Black to get it signed.
That's what I want to do. If I ever can see him at a Comic-Con or maybe I can
should do that with one of my Quick Stop ones.
Because I have 2 Quivers, and then I have Black Cat and Spider-Man, which Kevin Smith actually apparently wrote as well. So it's like a 6-issue mini run that I have. So I really would like to have him maybe sign those, but also apparently I have the first couple issues of Grant Morrison's All-Star Superman individually, which is huge. But I also found that I have Daredevil Yellow, which I've never read. So I have all 6 issues of that. I have them in their covers, but apparently I have also him in his yellow suit that I've never read this story.
And that was the suit he wore in She-Hulk?
Yeah. I've never read it. It's Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale. So I've actually never read it. As you know, I love me some Daredevil. He's become kind of my favorite Marvel hero. So I have a ton of Daredevil comic books I've never read. And there was also one called Daredevil the Father, which looks like a really dark run.
Like a religious The Father?
I think so. Or I think it's called like Father's Day or something. I don't really fully know. And then I got all 7 issues of Jeff Johns' Infinity Crisis. There's a ton of really big comic books in there. I've got House of M. I have all 8 issues of House of M that were in there. And
that's a good one. I think I read that around WandaVision, maybe. I read that.
Yeah, I have all the single issues too. And there's a lot of Wolverine and stuff in there that I would gonna go through and see if
there's have a comic collection without a lot of Wolverine.
But I have a ton, so many X-Men books. But yeah, so
I'll still need to read Old Man Logan.
Yes. I don't have any of those in there yet. I
mailed it to you years ago.
I was
when
thinking
the Celtics beat the Heat.
I was thinking about single issues because I have the trades. That's what. Anyways, I did watch a couple things before we get. I do want to talk about Wednesday. I watched the first half of Wednesday season 2. I'm not feeling it. I'm really not. I
wasn't feeling it first.
It's more murder mystery, and the mom is a lot more involved. Catherine Zeta-Jones and the family's more involved. I don't know. First of all, you're releasing it in 2 parts. So you got the first, 5, 6 episodes, if that.
I heard they might do that with The Boys. I really hope they don't.
It is absolutely
rumor right now.
So like September 4th is the next half of this season. It's just what I don't know. It really frustrates me. I hate these streaming models. And then not to mention, I just feel like not a whole lot happened. I guess. And I don't know. It wasn't for me, but I am almost done with season 2 of Superman and Lois, which I have met Punk Jordan, which is kind of funny, Super Punk Jordan there, and that whole sequence, and it's getting ready to gear up now for the last couple of episodes of that season, and I'm really, really digging that. I haven't really been able to watch anything else. Football season's about to start, so my watchability is going to go way down.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. What do you got though? I know there's some things that you've been watching.
So I did finally, because we have Showtime right now for Dexter, so I went ahead and caught up on Yellow Jackets because I loved season 1, didn't love season 2, but everybody kept telling me 3 got better, and I did actually like 3 more. And now I'm kind of wondering if the thing that I didn't enjoy about season 2 is not actually happening. So I don't want to do any spoilers, especially because I feel like it's still kind of new. But if
Yeah.
anybody didn't love the direction that season 2 was going, it might be worth checking out season 3. I could be completely wrong though. We'll have to see where season 4 takes them. But I like how they ended it and wrapped it up. And because I feel like these girls are all like incredibly traumatized, never actually dealt with their trauma because they all had to lie when they came back because they couldn't say what they were
Right.
actually doing.
Oh,
And Joel McHale showed up. Like, it's a freaking amazing cast. Like, so many amazing people.
I just never got into that show.
Hilary Swank just showed up this
She's
season.
in it too?
She just showed up as one of the other girls, like the older, like I shouldn't say older women, but the
Well, because it's flashbacks, yeah, the grown-up
Yeah.
versions versus the kid versions of them, right?
And the casting's been so good with the younger versions and the adult versions. It's been so good. But yeah, no, it's I mean, yeah. When I saw Joel McHale, I was like, I was not expecting him to show up. But he showed up in Starman. I mean, he's Starman. He did a good job there. Dexter's still been phenomenal. Absolutely loving Dexter still. Just hope they stick the landing. I just need them to stick the landing once, and it just
for the love of God, all you got to do is do it one time. It's not that hard. You've had about
it could be
different tries at this point. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, it's like I have hope that the prequel will stick the landing because the prequel is going to have to end when the original show starts. So that should be fine. But this,
you would think, but I don't know, because House of Dragon is a good example of a prequel that people are very much like, they're rushing through that.
But that's a prequel that's like hundreds of years.
I know,
this
but
is Dexter.
It would still have to end before
don't ruin it for me.
Okay.
Don't take away
I'm
my
just
hope.
trying to temper your, because I don't want to see you crushed. Okay. We did watch Peacemaker's episode 1, but we'll probably talk Peacemaker.
And that's out now. Peacemaker episode 1
is out now.
So we could talk about it a little bit.
But we should do it live and kind of talk about Peacemaker. Maybe we'll follow Peacemaker live because we haven't done live episodes.
That's actually
we should do that.
That'd be fun to do live.
Sorry.
I feel like I was going to say one more thing.
South Park.
Dexter. I wish you were watching Dexter too, because like there's this thing he said in this one, or Batista said, and I'm like, that's not even accurate. And I'm just, it's so good. It's
accurate.
It's
like what did he say?
Like, I can't say. It's going to ruin it.
Oh, fine. Okay. I got to hear off air then. Anyways.
Anybody is watching it and they're in our Discord or anything and they want to, talk about it, since Matt's not caught up on Dexter. I watched South Park for the first time ever because I wasn't allowed to watch it when I was little.
Josh is big on it. He was pumped. He was texting me. He was like, South Park's on tonight. My dad's into South Park. I don't know if he still is at this moment, but I just never got into South Park. So
I never got into it, but then everybody kept talking about it being
it's hilarious. Funny what they're doing, obviously.
This time, yeah.
At least we're finding some comedy in the end of Democracy, but I just never got into South Park, man.
To quote Jimmy Buffett, if we wouldn't laugh, we would all go insane.
Oh, we're all crying.
Changes in life.
But let's go into some news. Big news. Thunderbolts is on Disney Plus August 27th. Finally. Yeah, that one came out forever ago. I mean,
seriously. So it came up on like Memories, I was working on Shutterfly albums or backing up pictures or whatever, and we did a Wolverine and Deadpool like rewatch in like November, and that movie came out in August, and that one definitely
it was July. It was July 25th.
Okay, it came out in July.
Day before, I only remember because the day before I flew back to the States.
Right. No, and it was the day after Brielle's birthday.
Yeah,
but yeah, so it was August, September, October. It was 4 months later it came out. Thunderbolts.
This movie came out
since May.
Was it May? I guess you're right.
I guess it is not that long.
This is only 2 months. Why does it feel like so much? I guess we're so used, because I think Superman's on digital. don't know if it's coming to streaming quite yet, but it is on digital, and everybody's like, after 45 days, oh my God. And we're
But you
complaining,
have to
right?
pay like
Remember back in the
$25 to
day, we
rent
used to have
it,
to wait, no jokes, 6 months. If you got a summer movie that released in theaters, you'd have to wait until Christmas time for it to release on
and you
VHS or
would get it for
DVD.
Christmas from your
Yeah.
grandparents. Yeah, while it
Okay.
was
It
out
was
of
the
the Disney
greatest feeling
vault.
on earth. You could always tell, oh, I got a video game or something like that. You
Woohoo!
don't get that
Homeward
anymore.
Bound. Yep.
Nope. Don't get that. But yeah, no. I guess it's only been a couple of months, but look at us, heathens, a
So
lot.
ignore that initial reaction. I
Been
think because Fantastic
forever.
Four movie came out
We're
first.
so spoiled.
Gen V out September 17th with 3 episodes and then one
Yeah,
each week on Wednesdays until October 22nd.
I'll try to watch this season. I didn't. Season one didn't do it for me, but
We're going
I'll
to be
try to give it a
recapping
go.
season one.
I know, and I'm gonna
Well,
try to give it a go. But speaking of which, did you see the pictures that they released of Jensen with his beard shaved and everything for the
see
flashback
it. I shared
series?
it. I did
Oh
a
yeah.
TikTok on it. I posted it on our YouTube. I I went back to a little pillow talk. Yes, I saw it. I do love his
You
beard though. He
stroking the
looks
beard of the pillow like it's okay. You'll always have it here.
I should so I feel like I should make a reel with this. So my daughter, this is a really just segue this really quick because it's freaking hilarious. So my daughter and my husband conspired to get me a custom made birthday gift and it showed up like a week and a half after my birthday. So I'm gonna have to whisper once I get to a certain point. So it finally shows up. They have me close my eyes. I turn around and my daughter's holding a life-size body pillow of Dean Winchester. And at the bottom, she added a quote, saving people hunting things, the family business. I'm already crying, laughing. Like, what am I going to do with this? This is the most ridiculous gift I've ever received in my entire life. This is absurd. Then she turns it around and it's Soldier Boy.
She's
To
like,
which,
why am I getting a stupid pillow? This is such an old
no,
lady gift. Oh my
it
God.
has nothing. Just it's weird to have a pillow with somebody's actual face on it. Like it's just
Sure.
weird. but
Never mind the Anna Kendrick ones I have. No, I'm just
But
kidding.
Josh is laughing, Brielle's laughing, and then she's like, I Googled Soldier Boy quotes. So there's a quote at the bottom, and right there, my tummy dropped. But at the bottom, it says, I fart the Star Spangled Banner. I'm like, fantastic,
Oh my
great.
God, that's amazing. I didn't know there was quotes.
But then Brielle is, she's very proud of herself because it's really funny. And then when she leaves the room, I go to Josh and I'm like, do you not remember Soldier Boy showing up in Gen V? And he's like, no, why? And so I played him the clip of
His butt.
it's like so ridiculous because he's talking about the one girl whose mind they're in, and he's like, she used to hump that Soldier Boy pillow till she saw God. He's going on about what I think it was Kate did with her Soldier Boy
Oh
pillow,
God.
and he's like, boys, they come and go, but but she always comes back to a little pillow talk. So, I mean, my daughter's 13. She's not allowed to watch the boys till she's 30.
Good
So she has
heavens.
no idea what she actually gifted me.
Jesus
So
Christ.
back on track. What's going on with
Anyways,
Spaceballs 2?
Spaceballs 2 has solved the John Candy issue. Remember when we were all wondering what was up with Barf? Well, his son, Chris Candy, will be coming in to play Barf. Chewie lives longer, ages slower. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm okay with that. I mean, I
I think it's
actually had
really
no idea he had a
sweet.
son. I'm going to be honest. Has he, maybe my just own ignorance, but that's really cool that he gets to carry his dad's legacy, man.
To Bill Pullman's son and John Candy's son. So that's really
It's
cool.
just like when I was watching preseason football and I saw Terrell Owens' son catch a pass, and I was like, oh, wow, I'm really old because I used to watch his dad play football. And now these actors have their kids in movies. And I'm like, oh, wow, I'm really old because I remember watching their dad when I was growing up.
Didn't he made a children's book, didn't he?
Terrell Owens? I don't know. But
I feel like he did, like Terrell Owens shares or something. I
he
don't know.
might
I
have.
looked it up.
But,
Maybe he made it for the kid that is now
there's
playing professional
so
football.
many other like NFL, but Frank Gore Jr., Asante Samuel Jr., they always name their kids after themselves, right? So you're just seeing them and it's just like, oh, wow. No, that's not depressing at all. All these people are
Little T Learns
kids.
to Share by Terrell Owens.
I wonder if it's about his son who's in the NFL now. Jesus.
Who's teaching his son how to share, I'm sure. It was
On top of
written
the
by,
bald
yeah.
spot I really found this morning, anyways, Marvel's Zombies has been moved up to September 24th. It will be 4 episodes and just in time for some
Just like
Halloween action.
I was gonna say Wakanda Forever. Just like
Yes, Eyes of Wakanda.
Eyes of Wakanda. Thank you.
Yes, a lot of Wakandas out there. That's right. But there's only one.
Which was so good. I don't think a lot of people watched it because I haven't heard a lot of talk, but it was really, really, really good.
Shout out to our boy CL Zeno. He shared on threads that, he really only saw promotion from us and Megan from Vigilante Vibes and I think one other. But you're right. I really didn't see any big promotion with this or Ironheart. Marvel kind of dropped. I don't know if they were just, I don't know
I feel like
what,
there was more for Ironheart than Eyes of Wakanda, which I
a
get is
little bit.
animated. They
Yeah.
don't push animated as much, but
But how much chatter and stuff of Daredevil was there? And
oh, ton.
then since the filming of season, I mean, I love Daredevil. Hit my microphone here, but at the same time, it's kind of one of those things. It's why are we not Marvel? What do you do? Just pay me. I'll promote it for. Pay us. We'll promote it for you. You can pay us so much less than your marketing budget probably is, and we'll promote away. I guess I don't know, but
I just love
yeah,
how
it's
they tied
weird.
it
It
into
kind
the
of came and
MCU.
went. It
Yeah,
sucks,
it's
but
fantastic.
anyways, we got some more things.
Fallout 2 season 2 will be back this December, and
I'm
Only Murders in the Building
pumped.
is back on Hulu September 9th.
Wow, already. I never finished the last season. Did you?
Yeah. I
Huh.
don't remember what happened, but I finished it.
All
You want
right.
to wrap it up with these last three pieces of news?
Yeah, so Netflix has renewed Wednesday for a season 3. It's
So
ironic
hopefully
because
not
I
everyone
didn't
feels like
really.
you do.
Yeah. Well, the Batman 2 is allegedly supposed to be starting to film October 1st, or starting to
No,
film in the spring, and then they're going to release it October 1st, 2027. I'll believe it when I'm sitting in theaters at this point, not buying it.
still
Which
have
also reminds me
over
that
another
James
2
Gunn
years.
is already writing the next. It's not a Superman film, but it's a film with Superman in it. So I'm kind of curious what that is going to
As long
be.
as it's not Batman versus Superman. Although I think he would do a
How
fine
okay?
job with that.
How hilarious would it be? So he just the DCU starts off right with Man of Steel. The DCU starts off with Superman. What if he then did BVS? It did it. Oh my! That would be just.
Do you watch
We,
Jay and Silent Bob reboot?
yeah.
Okay, I remember like I love the scene like Ben Affleck actually gets the little nod of somehow they're talking about Batman and he's like, and then you become Thomas Wayne. Or what's his mother's name? I can never remember. Or the name escapes me or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was rewatching
Yeah.
that not long ago. Made me think of that. Okay.
Anyways,
And our last piece of news. Are you gonna see this in theater or are you gonna wait?
yeah. This movie looks dope. They I've seen like pictures. I think there was like a teaser trailer I saw at one of the movies, and it looks really good. What's his name? Oscar Isaac is in it. I think Christian Bale might be
We're
too.
talking about Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein film.
Yeah.
Did we say that?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
It
Sorry.
comes out my birthday weekend. So I think, yeah, I'm going to go see this. The movie looks dope. Wait, and then it comes out on Netflix November 7th. So, anyways, moving on. We'll be like,
Maybe they're just hoping everyone sees it in
don't
theaters
complain
for
about the
Halloween.
box office then if you're going to already announce your Netflix date of November 7th. What are
I
we
don't know.
doing?
I don't know.
All right, let's go 30 years back in the past. We're going to go to a time where things were simple, maybe made even less sense, but yet made sense at the same time.
Biggest argument was what is better, shampoo or conditioner?
And you got drunk and chased imaginary penguins around while you got lucky with
Imaginary.
your
Looks
teacher.
pretty
So
real to me.
it's real to me. Yeah, we'll be right back with Billy Madison. Jeez, I just can't believe. What the fuck are we doing now? Anyway, okay. I'm getting yelled at. I accidentally used the last of the vanilla extract, and Carrie was going to make banana bread. Now she's yelling at me, so I got thrown off. Sorry. Actually, I didn't even use the last of it. Oliver did. I just forgot to pick some up. Anyways, we're back. Billy
Blame the
Madison.
child.
All right. It debuted February 10th, 1995. It hit movie theaters everywhere, gave us the hit song Back to School.
Back to school.
It had a wondrous $10 million budget. It made $26.4 million. It developed a cult following, and it actually hit number one in the North American box office. Now, with $26 million of a total box office run, that might not seem like a lot, but it's $1995, right? I don't know what else came out in that year. A lot of stuff, but actually, I think there was a Batman movie out that year. This was just for that
Pocahontas
weekend.
came out that year.
Anyways, it was
Toy
written by
Story
Adam
came out that
Sandler
year.
and Tim Herlihy, directed by Tamara Davis. It starred Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, Norm Macdonald, who I forgot he was in this. He was young in this too. Adam Sandler looked young, but Norm Macdonald was young. Darren McGavin, Bradley Whitford, Bridget Wilson. Whew, Lord. Oh man. And a lot of other people. So the story, anyways, Billy Madison is an entitled freeloader with a rich dad. He's 27 years old and still living at home. His dad wants to give him the company and retire, however, he doesn't trust him to do so. His creepy business partner is happy to take it off his hands. Very convenient. So, to prove himself, Billy makes a bet and goes back to school, starting
Back
with
to
kindergarten.
school.
The more grades he passes, the more graduation parties he has, and the more the business partner tries to sabotage him. Billy tries to give up thinking that he's lost until his hot third grade teacher kicks his ass. Man,
So hot.
she want to touch the hiney. I mean, in that pool. Oh God, she, like I said, she was Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat, and she was
I found out today though she was only 20 in this, and now I feel
she was
differently
only
looking at
20,
her. Yeah.
so she's 50. That means I
She
still got a
looks
chance.
she looks not 20.
It's the 90s, okay? She looks older because the way
Yeah.
they dress her. Yeah, it's the 90s.
Yeah.
Everybody looked older for Billy. I mean, anyway. So wait, she's only 50. I got a chance. All right, sick. She beats him up. Yeah, where was I? You got me thinking all sorts of things. Billy wants a second chance. So him and the business partner, the Weasel, go head to head in an academic decathlon. The Weasel loses when the tie-breaking question is about business ethics. So he pulls out a gun.
As one
However,
does when they lose
this is
a
what you do. Yeah,
decathlon,
yeah.
especially an
This was also
academic one.
before Columbine, so that didn't age great, especially shoot. Anyways, guns in schools, right? Billy recently called and apologized to an old kid he used to bully after saying it doesn't feel good to be called a loser, does it, Billy? And boy, I'm glad I called that guy. He shows up, shoots the Weasel in the ass. We wrap up with Billy passing on taking the business, gives it to the nice business partner. Was it Earl or Ed? And
Oh,
he can go back to
Earl.
school and become a teacher. I loved Earl. Earl was awesome. I absolutely loved Earl in this movie. Yeah, there's a lot here. So this is a movie I kind of just grew up seeing on TV and watching, and I don't remember the first time I ever watched it, but I definitely remember old Bridget. And again,
Mm.
she was in Mortal Kombat. I just have to keep bringing that up because that was the first movie I think I saw her in. Funny enough,
Mm.
Mortal Kombat 2, by the way, not 1. She wasn't in 1, but Mortal Kombat 2. Lord, but what did you watch this movie a lot growing up? Like,
Oh
what's the
yeah. I
deal with
mean, we
this?
still quote it all the time. I don't think I can, tell the kids to shampoo their hair without talking about how shampoo's
Okay,
better.
I honestly forgot how many lines we quote that are like from this movie at the same time and
Or
aged
what is
well.
it? We are all now dumber for having listened to that. Like that gets
A
quoted a lot.
simple "you're wrong" would have done. He's like,
Right.
"That is the single most dumbest thing I have ever heard." Oh my god! And then there's
Yeah, so hot, wanna touch the
cool
hiney.
kids
That
pee their
gets
pants, for
Oh, then
example.
consider
Yeah,
me
so
Miles
hot. Wanna
Davis.
touch the hiney? Yeah,
Oh,
Miles Davis.
we can't go on a road trip without, "I'm gonna end your precious." I mean, we were visiting you in North Carolina, we definitely said that in the car.
Chris Farley. Oh my god! And then there were some things that definitely did not age well in this. I thought the principal was a little weird. They like that was kind of something that he was obviously hitting on Billy with the Valentine's Day card, and then he said he's horny, and then he tries to hump him
Oh,
at the
yeah,
end.
that did
Like
not age well.
that didn't like fit into the movie. It was kind of weird. But I love that he was a wrestler who killed somebody, and he kind of saves the day at the end as well. But then they also use like the R word in this, and it was like, oof, that didn't
Oh,
age well. And
all the '90s movies did.
there's a lot of what was the drunk chicks, like 18-year-old girls or something like that on the front page, and you're like, oh god, like
I mean,
ew.
I feel like this was peak, Girls Gone Wild. I mean, those were all, like,
Yeah, you might have been right.
18-year-olds and stuff.
You're right. I mean, I
Sweet.
was a kid then, so it was okay, but now I'm an old man. It's weird.
Right,
I'm an
exactly.
old man now. It's like, ew, gross. Where are your parents?
Oy.
I was told there's hot MILFs in my area. Jesus Christ, what is this? Go back to school.
Hot MILFs.
But yeah, no, why don't you take us in? We'll kind of give some of our favorite scenes and things like that. Why don't you give us some fun facts as we kind of talk about some sequences and scenes?
So Chris Farley, before that precious ending your precious trip, he took 6 shots of espresso before the bus scene and then
Are you sure it was
improvised.
just espresso and not something else that he was known for?
Who knows?
Oh my god.
Probably not. But then improvised the scene where his face got all red. I know, the more you hear about it, the more it's like, oh my gosh, of course he died so
He
young.
was oh my god, just the 90s comedy, and the Sloppy Joes. Sorry, I didn't mean to totally derail the fun fact there, but
No, you're good.
as soon as the lunch lady with the Sloppy Joes, instantly took me back. We used to live off of the SNLs, the SNL specials with Chris Farley, Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell, all of those. And so I just immediately started singing Sloppy Joe because Adam Sandler had a song he performed that was with the lunch
Best one
lady.
ever fun, but
Yeah,
yeah.
Sloppy Joe, Sloppy Joe. Now. Oh
And I
my
still,
goodness.
anytime I'm scooping anything up that's sloppy, I made them extra sloppy for you
Yeah,
kids.
oh
It's
God,
not your coat.
yes. Oh man, but
So he also in that scene quotes, good, great, grand, wonderful. This is actually the same quote he says in Airheads, which came out the year before, which Sandler and Buscemi were also in.
another Adam Sandler. They were in the rock band. I love that movie too. God, so many good movies
Yeah,
in
and
the
that one
90s,
has
man.
Brendan Fraser too. So
This is a good one.
for the dodgeball scene, I wouldn't have believed this if I hadn't seen it in so many places. So the kids' parents all okayed Adam Sandler hitting their kids pretty hard. So while they were filming, they
That's
had to
good.
take the camera off the kids as quickly as they could so that the kids were not filmed crying. However, it was said that the kids still did enjoy playing with Adam Sandler.
That's because the first he gets hit. Okay, I have something to say about this. I thought in dodgeball, if you got hit in the face, you weren't out. Like you had to hit below the neck.
Maybe not in the 90s.
I guess you're probably right. You're probably not in the 90s because as soon as he gets hit in the face, then he goes in, he sees the kindergarten teacher doing some weird stuff. But we could also relate to the kindergarten teacher because she's like, this is a special time for even teachers too. And you're like, yeah, no, I respect that
Well,
because
who's
you're
watching the
around
kids on the playground?
probably other teachers. I don't know because he steps out though and then he gets the ball. And it's like, oh, and he just hammering the kids. And you're right though. Wouldn't a teacher maybe have stopped that? I don't know. Not so fun fact. So I worked at a school once and we were kicking a ball around and there's this really short tiny kid and I kicked this rubber ball and because I just kicked it out of the way and I ended up taking this little kid out like a friggin' he was like 3, took this kid out like a bowling pin, dude. Oh, I felt
Jeez.
horrible because he kind of scraped his head up. He like face planted in the ground and I was like, oh my god, felt so bad. But it kind of reminded me of this scene and that I wasn't trying to hit kids. All right, so just know that the Disney
There's
cruise
no
was not my
intent.
first foray into kicking kids because I also kicked a ball and took out a kid like a bowling pin once.
Josh and Logan will go and play dodgeball at like launch, and the second like some kid gets a good shot on Logan, Josh turns into Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah, there we go.
But it's like big kids messing with the little kids. Come on. All right. So in the famous insult that the academic decathlon judge gives to Billy after giving his speech, he tells him, quote, everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. End quote. So at Saturday Night Live, Jim Downey would often say that to Chris Farley when he would pitch sketches in the writers'
Oh my
meetings.
god, that's crazy. But I want to hear some of those because I'm the sketches that Farley did. I'm very interested in to see
But
what
you don't
were
know
the
who wrote
ones.
if he wrote them though.
Right, that's
He was
fair.
good at ad libbing, but I don't know how good he was at writing.
Well, when Norm Macdonald's character was drunk, he was actually drunk,
He
which
was method acting.
I love it so much more because he didn't have to do a lot in this movie. He was just sitting in the chair by the pool with the other guy most of the time. Which,
Well,
again, some things don't age well. Like at the end when the creepy fat guy goes to try to kiss the high school girl, and you're like, "Oh God, no."
but she does stop him.
She
So I
does.
feel,
No,
yeah,
she
yeah.
does. Yes, yes.
Wasn't she the
But
Borophyll girl or no? She might have
yeah,
been the
she was the one that
Borophyll
was sitting
girl.
next to him in this, and ever because Billy's like, "You want to kiss me?" or something like that in the middle of the class and everything. Yeah, that was her. He was sitting
That's
next to her
another
the
one
time.
we've quoted. Like Josh has said that to me, and I'm like, no, I'm trying to learn about chlorophyll.
Darren McGavin, who played Billy's dad, said that this movie and A Christmas Story are the movies he gets recognized for the most. Was he the dad in Christmas Story?
Yes, and you know what's funny is I didn't put that together until
I had
like
no idea.
Brielle likes putting this movie on before school each year, and I was like, oh no shit, I didn't realize that was the same guy. It's 12 years apart.
That's it?
But
12 years apart?
the Christmas Story came out in
He
'83.
looks older in A Christmas Story.
He does. I think. Well, I think they try to
They
make that
probably
movie
they probably
seem
did.
because it takes
Because it
place in
takes
like
place
the '50s.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say 40s, but you're right. Yeah,
it
either
might
way
be
it takes place.
'40s. I don't know.
Well, you're right. I don't like A Christmas Story anyway, so maybe
I
that's why.
love A Christmas Story. I feel like it's such a good representation of Christmas from a child's perspective. It's
Oh
so
yeah.
cute and innocent, and
It
the
just
thoughts in his head are just
I think because
adorable.
it was overplayed, the 24 hours of Christmas Story growing up, it was always on the TV all day
And it
long.
still
And
is, yeah.
oh God. Well, anyways,
Most people, we
Veronica
never
was
sit down to watch it. Veronica Vaughn.
she was only 20 years old, and studio wanted somebody older, but Sandler wanted her. I don't, Matt can't imagine why.
because he wanted to I remember Josh asked, "Do you need me to help you study like Billy Madison when I was in law school?"
No, instead it's going to be me that's going to be taking Chris Farley. That is correct.
That's right. That was
I say that
Harley.
all the time in the same exact, like the way he does it. Cause anytime I'll quiz like the people at work or something like that, or just the kids, I'll be like, that is correct.
I think
And then
what's
it's just,
funny is like how often we quote this stuff and we forget where it's from. It's just so ingrained in
it
us
is
to just do
pop
it.
culture, man. I mean, we grew up watching these films and so many of these moments are just built into our core memories for whatever reason that I really feel like with streaming services, a lot of our kids just don't have now because
Right.
I'll
Because they're
be
not,
quoting
yeah, they don't watch
like
the same thing over and
movie
over.
quotes are a part of my just everyday language. And no, so many people don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm just, oh my God, really?
Right.
Like what?
That's always awkward when that happens.
You're like,
But no, it's true too, because let's say you'd be flicking through the channels and then Billy Madison would be on, but it would be halfway through. So you
yeah,
would watch the end of it and then it would like, you'd catch it another day and it'd be another part. So then you end up
or
watching it
or I
like
had direct TV. So you'd have like
it
the
would
East
play
Coast time
again.
and then I had the West Coast in a couple hours. Like I could just watch it again from when it would start at West Coast time.
Right. It's like how many movies did you watch the end and then the beginning?
Did
Like
I
unintentionally.
ever tell you, speaking
But
of misplaced movie quotes, or not misplaced, but people who don't get movie quotes? I went on a date with a girl once and I said, bye, Felicia, because she said something just ridiculous. And she goes, you know, that's not my name, right? She did not know the quote. And I was just like, oh, this is before like the quote
did you tell
was,
her though? Like
yeah, I
go
go,
watch
I
Friday?
know this is from Friday. And she hadn't seen it. And I was just like, oh, Jesus. That was, I mean, it was never going to work out. First of all, she never saw Friday, but the fact that she legitimately thought I thought her name was Felicia.
I
And I
mean,
was
I
joking. Oh
say
my.
I've said it on
Whew,
here before. I don't know how Logan doesn't ask, like, why are you calling me Clark or Rose?
I
Because
can't even see the lines. Oh,
I was like, you serious, Clark? And he's like, yeah.
God. Anyways, what happened at what about the Athens? Oh my God. I
Academic
can't even talk. Yeah,
decathlon.
that thing.
You got brand new eyes.
Can't
You
even
got
see.
new eyes?
Got new eyes and I
Oh,
still
see,
can't
there's
read.
another quote from a different movie. Billy Madison ends his uneducated Industrial Revolution speech by yelling, quote, "Nib high school football rules," end quote, which ends a very awkward silence. And then, of course, the crowd gets all excited and cheers. This is the same thing that happened in Bill
After a
and Ted's
shooting, of
Excellent
course, it
Adventure,
happens.
where a high school student ends his uneducated speech with San Dimas High
Oh
School football
yeah.
rules. And it
That's
also ends in
right.
awkward silence. See,
That's a
even
good
movies
little,
reference movies.
I love it. I love it. Keanu Reeves, man. Love him.
So shout out to John Candy, who was going to be offered the role of the principal, but he sadly passed too soon.
Come on, man. The other names on Buscemi's kill list were crew members, fun fact. Let's hope they also apologize to him. And the original working title of Tommy Boy was Billy the Third, a Midwestern, but since this was shot a few months before, Lorne Michaels, who produced Tommy Boy, insisted that the name be changed to avoid confusion. Now, I was thinking about this because there was a string of films, Tommy Boy, about, you know, the stupid oaf getting the parents company, which I guess maybe
Oh yeah, I never even put that
but yeah,
together.
you have Billy Madison and then you have Tommy Boy. And then even to like a degree, you have Black Sheep with, again,
I always
uh,
get those two
Chris
movies like
Farley. Well, yeah,
intertwined in my
because
head.
it's
Yeah,
about his brother, the politician, who he's kind of, so you kind of, you have all these movies that are kind of the same, but different, but they play onto the stupid son or stupid brother role. And, but they're
fat
all really good
man in
classic
a
movies.
little coat.
Oh my, I quote that all the time.
I do too. Yeah,
Fat
I
guy,
put on a
especially when
joke
we have to put
at
on our
Packer
dress
Feels.
blues. I'm like,
Yeah,
fat guy in a little coat. Oh my God. Oh, so good, man. Love those. During the bathtub scene, Adam Sandler says conditioner is better because it leaves the hair silky and smooth. Silky smooth is the trademark line about hair that Adam Sandler would later use in You Don't Mess with the Zohan. Ugh, that
which
was
is
not a good
not.
movie.
I was going to say it's not a terrible movie.
It was not good.
I
Oh
don't think I've
God.
seen it since 2008. So we already talked about the lunch lady and her sloppy joes. So the principal in real
Yes.
life is actually was an opera singer before he was
I
an
can see
actor,
that.
which I thought
You
was
know, I
really
can really see
interesting.
that.
So Billy's house or his dad's house is the same house as the X Mansion. There have been so many things
Really?
filmed there. Yes, I think it was
That's cool.
also Green Arrow's house at one point. Oh, and it was oh my gosh, what
Oh.
was the other thing I saw that it was? Oh, it's the house that the ref breaks into at the beginning of The Ref. The movie Dennis Leary breaks into it.
Oh, that's pretty dope. That's all, man, a lot of stuff filmed there. That's kind of cool. I didn't even realize that was all related or connected.
I did not pick up any of that on my own. These are all researched fun facts.
It's true. Well, did you know that Robert De Niro once said that Billy Madison is his favorite movie?
What?
I would never have guessed that if you had a gun to my head. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
that is pretty funny. So
Now,
our
oh,
Lake Eola in Orlando here has a lot of swans, and then they look at
oh
you,
my
and then you have to
gosh.
say, "Why are you looking at me, swan?"
I just love that he gets drunk and sees a penguin. For no reason, it has nothing. The
I
penguin
know it's
never
like, what
pays
is
off.
your
The
freaking
penguin
beer? I
never
mean, he's
pays
probably
off.
smoking weed, but like, what is like? Is that laced?
He just sees
You're
that,
not
and then
gonna
he
hallucinate.
goes to her house and he sees the penguin. Oh, so sorry to interrupt. Another line I use often. And just like, what is this penguin all about? Now, the one thing that bothers you off the bat with this movie is the wet shoes for me. He's in the pool with his freaking shoes on. He gets out, his shoes are soaking wet, and he's walking with his wet shoes. I understand he's inebriated. Oh my God, man, have some decency. That bothers me. I'm sorry. I
I'm
had to get that off
sorry.
my chest. I just really had to get that one off my chest. Okay.
It's okay. I
Um,
understand.
couldn't ever, Jack Nicholson and Meg Ryan. I never would have. That's well, is this 1974 Jack Nicholson? Meg Ryan. The fact that that was a fun debate. Those debates were things not, would you do Meg Ryan or Jack Nicholson, but would you rather A or B were big debates that we used to always do in high school all the time when we were sitting around eating sandwiches. But do you
Eating
have any?
sandwiches.
She giggled. I thought you got it right off the bat. There we
I
go. Okay,
did.
thank you.
At first, I was picturing Chris Farley eating all the kids' sandwiches,
Oh
and
yeah,
then I
who's
realized you were
it's probably
using
that
a
damn
How I Met Your
Sasquatch.
Mother. Yeah, it was a damn. Oh my god, we see.
Damn
Oh my, what
Squatch.
was I saying? Something I was talking about somebody believing something, and then I'm like, they probably think it was that damn
It
Sasquatch.
was me, probably.
Was it? It might have been in a text chain. I just kept saying, I'm like, it's because of the Sasquatch, and
Uh,
I didn't even remember that was Billy Madison.
two things that age really well for me in this movie. Number one, 69 jokes never age. 30 years on, we're still laughing at 69 jokes because he's in the class and they say 69. He's like, 69, nice. And I'm just like, hey, look, see, they never age. The other thing is when I double dare you to touch her boob, that's assault, brother. Listen,
Oh my god, I forgot that was
the,
from this movie. We say
and then he
that all
does
the
it, but
time.
shout out to you, all right? Shout out to you, Billy Madison. You may not have a brain, but you were smart enough to know that's assault. However, you still did it anyways, which isn't funny, but she already knew. She heard the whole thing. She knew. Okay. She consented. She
I
said that
double
she knew.
check dare you, or I double dare you,
Uh,
yeah. I'm
but
trying
yeah,
to see
no.
if she's aged. She looks like she's aged quite well.
Oh, all right. Still got a chance. Nice. Again, this movie, some things aged well, some things didn't. But do you have any big memories from school? Not going through all 12 grades in a month or whatever like that, but are there any like special school moments that you had that you kind of think about when you watch this movie?
I don't think so. I mean,
You had a
I
really
remember learning
boring
about
school. All right.
no, I had a lot of fun in school. High school was so fun. I mean, I remember learning about chlorophyll and my teacher literally ate a plant. It was funny. Shout out to
Interesting. Like,
Mr. Rico.
I guess we eat spinach
Phenomenal.
and lettuce. Those are plants.
Well,
So
he literally pulled a plant out to describe like photosynthesis and chlorophyll and all that and whatnot. And he's literally biting the plant. He's like, and then he spits on the plant because it needs water. And then he like breathes. He also
all
crawled
right.
across our desks to show us how amoebas move.
All right. Hey, he sounds awesome. Actually, legitimately, if
And
I had more teachers like that, I probably would have paid more attention in school.
yeah,
Because
and he was a good teacher. I mean, everybody who went to Piper who had him all talks about him still. And you still like, sing, what is it, glucose? C6, stage 1206. Sing it, kids.
see, that
C6,
stuff
stage
would have stuck with me.
1206.
Instead, I had to sit there and listen to teachers just like read off the freaking board. And I'm ADHD and was never diagnosed as a teenager. And so it makes a lot of sense why I didn't do good in school if people are just talking at me the whole time. I didn't pay attention for shit. And I
No, I
actually had a
remember getting a
biology.
question wrong about energy, and he's like, "You need energy to spin your rifle," and he drew a little picture of somebody spinning a
See,
rifle. So
that's
he was a good
that's
teacher,
what we
yeah.
need. That's what I
Um,
need right there.
but
Because
see,
I
I
had a
never
biology teacher that was like, "You're the smartest kid in this class. You just don't pay attention." Well, no shit. I
you
can't
gotta be
pay
more
attention. All
entertaining.
right, it's not my fault.
But nobody wanted to go deliver anything to his class because if you were a former student, he would quiz you when you walked in.
Oh yeah, no, come on, dude. Don't be that guy. All right, you ain't got to
But
quiz
I
me.
see, I
Your class
never
sounds
peed my
fun.
pants at school. I didn't eat school lunch. I didn't
I
play
had a
dodgeball because I would just hang out with my friends at PE and stuff.
I had a 10th grade teacher, Miss Mitchell. She was hot. All
I
right.
did not
So
have
I
any
could
hot
relate to the hot
teachers.
teachers. She was like freshly new teacher. She
No,
was a
never had hot
babe. Wonder
teachers.
what she's doing. She loved
I didn't
basketball.
eat
She'd always
glue.
dislocate her shoulder basketball. We're just reminiscing now, kids.
You
Just
know.
I had the hot teacher and Lauren's talking about how she escaped without eating glue. I'm very proud of you. The tale of two school systems: Florida
I
school
mean, I
system, where they're
drank a
proud of
lot
not
in high
eating glue,
school.
in the Massachusetts school system, where I had hot teachers and ate a lot of sandwiches. And I got into some fights. I did get into some fights
Well, I ate a lot of
about stupid
sandwiches in
stuff. But
high
me and my friends
school,
would
but it didn't connect those
my
two.
friends and I would just largely, we used to just be dumb. We would do our thing. We had our table and then we would all meet up. I dated this one girl all through high school. Like everybody would always come on the military base I lived at. And then we would just do stupid stuff all the time. We used to break into garages and have bare knuckle boxing fights. And then we would just walk around the neighborhood all the time. We would actually walk to the grocery store and pick up actual real sandwiches. Cheeseburger sub, man. Whew.
We didn't
No wonder
walk
I was fat
anywhere.
in high
We walked
school.
on the
But
beach.
yeah,
Sometimes
we
some people
just
ran for endurance without certain
we
attire
did a
on.
lot of stuff. We once were on top of the gym and the cops came because they thought we were trying to burn it down, and we ran away and got away
Right
clean. And
away. Isn't
just
that crazy how
a
many
lot
times
of
you've had to like cops showed up?
oh, the cops showed up. What happened? Please do tell, because it seemed like it was a funny story. Because you
That
froze,
just
and it seemed
cut
like a
out.
great story.
No, that just happened a lot like back in high school. And I feel like
It
my
did.
oldest like never in her life experienced that. But it was more like
Yeah.
not I want to say like American Pie, but people didn't go running and crashing all over each other.
Right. I
Like
mean,
back then they
obviously those
were,
movies didn't age the best, but I feel like they were pretty good representations. We didn't have mass parties for school,
oh,
but I
can't
mean,
hardly wait. That's what I was
we
thinking
would
of.
do a lot
Yeah.
of, get together. We would hang out at my friend's apartment, and the smell of curry from the amount of like Indian people that lived around him would
Mhm.
mask the smell of us smoking weed, or I'm
Oh,
sorry,
that's
eating
funny.
sandwiches on his balcony, and then us drinking stuff. So that was our hangout spot because the smell would mask what we were actually doing. It was awesome. And then we'd
Oh,
hang out
that's
in his
funny.
bathroom and do it too. Stupid kids.
Hotel
But
parties.
and
Those were
nowadays, of
fun.
course, if my kids do stuff like, what are you doing? Oh my God. But I also like to think that I know if my kids are going to do it, I'd rather them do it to where I could at least monitor or like be open with me. So if you
See, we
need me
never
to come and
wanted
get you,
to. They think we're
I know
stupid. Like you were with us when we were
we
at
are.
24-hour pizza and it was like 11 o'clock in the morning and
Yeah.
Brandy texted her son about something and he's like, are you guys like he's like 17. He's like, why are you guys drinking already? And she's like, we're not drinking already. And it's like they just judge
But
everything
you're
we did, which
right.
works out well.
I mean, I'm glad. Thank God you're not out there. Thank God you were an academic and you didn't get in trouble like we did, but we turned out all right.
Right.
I would like to say we had life experiences and they
But
really
yeah,
crafted us who we are today.
I'll like say things to Kaylee about, oh, if you're gonna have one sip of alcohol, call me, da da da. And she's like, Mom, I'm not stupid like you guys. But you know what?
Fair. Thank you. But
Yet all my friends who I grew up with drinking all the time all bought her drinks when she turned 21 at
I'm not
Epcot. So
dead. I
she
didn't
wasn't
die.
going then. But
I don't
did
know.
you
It's
die?
just kind of crazy when you think about the experiences that we had. And I wonder how much of like social media and phones, because we didn't have any of that. We had pagers and, really new
Right. I
cell
had a
phones.
beeper and a 35 millimeter camera.
But we just get together and you didn't have to worry about things going up on social media like that, right? And I wonder if that plays a large part because you don't want
I do,
something
but I
social.
wonder how smart we would have been to even take that into consideration back then.
We probably would have had some pretty awful stuff. I mean, we had MySpace. We ranked our friends. All right.
Oh,
We
I
were
didn't have
forged in
MySpace till law
fire.
school. I didn't have
We
anything.
we ranked our friends. All right. Gosh. So,
I remember that and doing that in law school.
oh, wow.
But it's a mixed
Did you
bag
give
because
like a
like
dissertation on the law as to why you ranked who where they were at? I feel like
if
I ranked you number 5 today, Jeffrey, because blah, blah, blah. In
I
my
think it
defense,
was
Lauren.
like, yeah, my top 8. I think Tim was in my top 8, Erica, Ski,
Hey,
Josh, probably Brandy.
just
I don't
know
know.
if we were all friends then and we had top 8s now. And if I was in your top 8, yeah, I would definitely thumbs up you and not in a nice
That sounds weird.
way.
But I
You
will
get
say,
a really aggressive thumbs up.
oh, you know what? I asked Brielle earlier if she had a penguin, and she said no. And I just realized there's a hop penguin sticker on here. I need to take another
Ridiculous.
picture. Look, I see a
Well, while you
penguin.
take another
Look,
picture, what? Go
I'm
ahead.
happy that the kids today don't drink like we do, but I do
I'm
almost feel bad
surprised
that I
I'm
feel like
alive.
you're gonna miss out on some memories. But yes, at the same time, I'm like, how did we not die?
I am so shocked I have made it this far alive and not paraplegic or just not even I'm not even
Not
talking drinking. Oh, well, I'm not
paraplegic.
even talking about drinking and driving. We did dumb stuff. We used to, and I know we spiraled away from Billy Madison, and this is more into like
I feel
things we
like we're
did
still
growing up.
on par with Billy Madison.
Because he did dumb stuff, right? And so a lot of things that I did growing up, we used to play football and we would pick somebody we didn't like that weekend or that day, and we would brutally tackle. We're talking not just tackle, but we're talking brutally tackle. And then we would bare knuckle fight in the backyard all the time, beat the shit out of each other. We would play sports. We would jump off of roofs. We would break into garages. We would sneak out of the house.
I feel like that's dumb boy stuff. Well, I
We
mean,
would do
everybody
a lot
snuck
of
out of the
dumb
house.
stuff, like so many stupid stuffs that like hurt we got hurt. And so it's amazing that I'm still able to walk and run. And granted, I've had knee surgeries, but that was in my late 20s due to sports, not due to being stupid.
Not jumping off a building when you were
But we
drunk at
literally would
16.
yeah, I mean, we would literally Jackass was big then, so obviously a lot of people with the
Oh,
camcorder,
yeah.
we'd go out there and do Jackass videos in which they would be like, "Don't do that," but
I wonder
we
how
did
many
it
people got,
anyway.
like, seriously injured or died being
Oh,
inspired by
there was like a
Jackass.
whole thing, and then of course they
I'm
made it like
sure.
a TV show, right? Ridiculousness, which is stupid because that show just was on too much. But anyways, yeah, you're right. Different children experiences. This movie
As a
definitely
mom
is.
now, I'll take it.
Yeah, I
Not
will
gonna complain.
all day long, as long as the kids are good. And this movie is crazy in its own right. It's not like a good movie, but I still very much enjoy this movie. So
Classic.
I'm gonna. What would you give it out of 5? What would we're putting things up on like Letterbox? What would you? Because I would probably a 3.5 realistically if we're talking like
Yeah,
is it a
sure,
good movie?
3.5,
No,
but
but a 3.5. But I enjoy it, man. Come on, it's mindless entertainment.
right, if I'm drinking some special brew and it's, like, 19.99 and I'm hanging out with my friends, I'm gonna give it a 4.5, but yeah,
Oh
in
yeah,
reality,
this
it's
is
3.5.
it's stupid humor. It's mindless fun, and this is what I want in a
And
movie,
it
especially
kicked
in
off,
a movie. Like
Happy Madison Productions.
it did, and
I mean, it
Adam
wasn't his
Sandler.
first movie, but I feel like it was his this is the first movie you think of when you think of Adam Sandler's start.
Yeah. Well, think of the 90s. I
I do.
mean, we were showing the kids Ace Ventura, for example. The 90s was an absolute tear as far
May
as
I ask
comedians. You've
you
got,
some questions?
you know, Jim Carrey got really big in the 90s. Adam Sandler got really big in the 90s. Chris Farley was a massive character in the
And they
90s.
were all from SNL or
Yeah, I mean, Will Ferrell
In
didn't
Living
really did
Color.
his until the late 90s, early 2000s, but all these other big characters, John Candy was known for his comedy. And so the 90s was really big for comedy movies, and this is one of those that's on the pillars of what you think about 90s comedies. So are
Yeah.
you lighting your oh, it's a candle? All right. Well,
I have a Castiel candle. I'm
you go
getting
ahead and
ready
get ready
to
for
record our
Supernatural. We are
Supernatural
going to record
episode.
Supernatural next, which coincidentally has already come out, so it's in the past. Ooh, time travel.
Past is in the
And
past.
she's gonna go pray to Castiel and hope that the devil baby comes out nice and everything. So we finished up season 12, thank God, of Supernatural. Go listen to that episode. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. If you got any fun stories of growing up or school or back to school stories, go ahead, drop us a line.
Bad
Hopspeak
life
News.
choices you made that are now hilarious
Yeah,
stories.
you can drop us a DM. You can join us on our Discord and talk about it. You can, hopsgeeknews at gmail.com. If you want to shoot us an email, we'll read it out. Shout out to our Patreons. And thank you guys for making the show happen and supporting the show. And we'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out.